Yeah, so Howard Stern, if you are a fan or not a fan, you obviously know who he is. I can't see anybody not knowing who he is by now. But he's always been kind of a goof. He's always been like a shock jock kind of goof, kind of funny. I don't know. I used to like listening to his show, but I don't know what happened. I just stopped. To be honest, I don't know what made me stop. There was no one thing that took place, but I just find him to be personally. I find him as a person to be kind of a I don't know. He's just like a big, tall, lanky weirdo pussy. Like he's afraid of his shadow. The guy. The guy's scared of everything. He's not tough in any way, but he talks like the way he talks on his show and stuff. The way he's so, uh, you know, flippant about everything, and the way he'll sort of insult people, and just it's just funny to me the dichotomy, the difference of somebody who actually is that type of person, who's a very very cowardice type person, to have that persona on a radio show. But it seems to work for him because the woke mob doesn't seem to be going for him. So let's read this article here by New York Post. It's New York Post, so whatever. So Howard Stern hits back at critics. I am woke, mother effer, and I love it. So Howard Stern said he takes it as a compliment when critics call him woke, declaring, I am woke and I love it. The SiriusXM radio shock jock, whose rose to stardom with the offensive skits that often bordered on sexist and racist. Bordered? I'd say they pretty much were, but reacted on Monday to a YouTube clip in which a fan lamented that he had gone woke. It's funny that they say that. It bordered on that. If, I don't know, someone like Russell Brand did half of what Howard Stern does, they wouldn't say, oh, it bordered on sexist and racist. They'd say he's a complete racist. He's a complete sexist, misogynist. It's just funny how they change the narrative depending on who they're talking about. I hear that a lot, that I'm not good anymore because I'm woke, said Stern, a vocal critic of his erstwhile friend, former President Donald Trump, in comments reported by the news site Mediaite. Oh, Mediaite. By the way, I kind of take that as a compliment that I'm woke, the self-described king of all media said on Monday, the same day he took aim at Republican or Representative Lauren Boebert, calling her a disgrace to this country for her behavior at the Denver movie theater last week. I'll tell you how to feel about it, or how I feel about it. To me, the opposite of woke is being asleep, said Stern, a staunch supporter of the Democratic Party. Why can't I read right now? As if woke means I can't get behind Trump, which is what I think it means, or that I support people who want to be transgender, or I am for the vaccine. Dude, call me woke as you effing want, Stern added. It's not about you. You're free to support who you like. You cannot support Trump. That's fine. It doesn't make you woke to not support Trump. There's a lot of people that aren't woke that don't support Trump. Um, it's just you pick and choose. Like, for one, I don't know. Again, I don't know how you respect a guy. You respect a guy that does this kind of shit, and I don't know how you respect him anyway, because the shit he does on his show, or what he used to do on his show, at least when I used to watch it, it's just garbage. It's just like basically Jerry Springer uh, in radio. Like, it's just garbage stuff. But and then it's just the fact that he's a weakling. Like, so it's just a weird thing altogether. The notorious germaphobe has reportedly gone to extreme lengths to isolate himself since the spread of the coronavirus. Stern on Monday denounced critics of the COVID vaccine, saying, I'm not for stupidity. Again, what are you talking? What do you mean stupidity? Your choice, buddy. Take whatever vaccine you want. I ran out Friday morning to get inoculated against coronavirus, Stern continued. I was over at CVS. Thank you, CVS. I went over there at 9 a.m. and got myself that new vaccine for COVID, Stern said. Effing science. This effing country is so great, he added. Stern continued, I am woke, mother effer, and I love it. I want to be awake, he said. I want to read legitimate news sources. Stern also alluded to claims made by Trump that his supporters that President Biden's election victory was fraudulent. Here's how woke I am, Stern said. I believe the election was not rigged. I am woke. I think that's a compliment, the radio star added. Stern has made provocative comments about Trump and his backers in recent years. Yeah, look at this picture, right? This picture, he is shaking hands with him. He's the kind of coward that I'm sure if he ran into Trump, he'd say nothing. He would just be nothing but polite and, probably kissing his ass. he'd be non-confrontational, but then behind a mic, he's just got a big mouth, right? So how do you respect a guy like that anyway? His wife's kind of hot. Sorry, anybody watching that might get mad at me for saying that. In May 2020, Stern said he hates those who voted for the former real estate developer. See, here we go. So you hate those people? You're an idiot. Anybody who'd say they hate somebody for voting for Trump, to me, has to be an idiot. Like, why would you say that? You hate people like that? Like, so you hate somebody who has a difference of opinion? And number two, you hate anybody who voted for him? That's half the country. Do you hate half the country? You knob. Get out of here, man. I think it's death rows. You know, like, I don't know how well his program. I'm not gonna read any more of this article. It's just stupid. I don't know how well his Sirius XM radio show is going anymore. I don't know how good radio shows in general go anymore, especially now with podcasts just destroying all of that nonsense. But you know, I just feel like this is a guy who used to be relevant, I guess, for his, you know, for being funny, absurdly funny, right? Doing absurd shit and just making people laugh in an absurd way. But now you try and add this sort of responsibility behind the absurdity. It just makes him completely disingenuous to me. And I guess he probably has always been that way.